How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Pokémon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Last time, we finished up exploring Akala Island by taking on two trial captains, Mallow and Wana. This time, we're starting our next endeavors here on Ula Ula Island, but we're not really gonna be here for too long. Because you see, there's only really one thing that we can truly do right now. The rest ties into revisiting Pony Island. So let's do the one thing that we can do right now, which is to go to the Aether House along Tapu Village. I forgot that I did not spray another repel law down. Alright, Pelipper, hey buddy, how are you? Doing good? Did you eat your cereal this morning? I sure hope you did, buddy. You have a good day now, Pelipper. I hope you find your dad. Bye-bye. Okay. Alrighty then. Now that we've gotten that... Of course it was the last literal patch of grass, too. Are you serious? Now that we've dealt with that, Route 15, let's go to the Aether House. Oh, what was that? Let's go and check on it. Whoa, there are a whole bunch of things here. Stardust. Why are they... Headmaster. I'll help you clear up the Stardust. Wait, your Headmaster is an Oranguru? Let's go ahead and clear up the Stardust. I wish we could keep this Stardust, you know, that'd be so freaking great. Those sell for money. Kid. Be careful with your Stardust. And then on your toy trains. I like how we got the victory jingle for that. Hey, we got a PP up. Okay, that's not bad. This actually wasn't even the thing that I was here for. I went into the wrong room, but I mean, I guess I really had no choice. Because as soon as you come in here, it kind of, like, forces you to go there. We wanted to go into this room. I know you. Thanks to your efforts, both the President and the Foundation were saved. That's what I've heard. I would like to entrust you with a very precious Pokémon as a show of gratitude from myself. Will you take this Porygon from me? Yes, I will. We have received a gift Porygon. Porygon's data has been added to the Pokédex. Porygon, the virtual Pokémon, a normal type. It was built 20 years ago by scientists who dreamed of exploring space. Their dreams have yet to come true. Wow, way to throw them under the bus. No, we will not be giving a nickname to Porygon. We're gonna send it to a box, because we are not adding it to our team. I believe it's level 35, so yeah, I'm not touching that thing. Anyway, speaking of Porygon, it's actually really cool that Game Freak is kind of leaning back into Porygon. Porygon's still technically banned from the anime based off of the episode in Japan that caused a lot of seizures in that episode. But in the games, at least, it's good to see Porygon is actually getting a lot of love recently, so that's actually really, really nice. Anyway, yeah, like I mentioned before, there's not really much we can do right now because we have other places on Pony Island that we need to explore first before we can do certain things remaining on Ula Ula. So, with that in mind, we're gonna go ahead and fly to Pony Island because there's actually something really cool that we can do right at the Seafolk Village. In fact, it's actually right inside of the Pokémon Center. And I believe, yes, there you are. Hello, sir. Excellent. Since you're here, let me show you something. We have been challenged to a battle by Sightseer Marcus. You see, Marcus isn't just a normal sightseeing trainer, because his Execute is a shiny Execute. One of the very rare instances where an NPC in a Pokemon game that isn't a ROM hack has a shiny Pokemon. This is a really neat addition that they honestly did not need to include, but it's really, really cool that they showed love to the phenomenon of shiny Pokemon by putting in a little NPC battle in a post-game that many people probably did not even know about. Shiny Execute. Golden shining Execute. All 6 of them glitter so excellently. I'd love to share one with you, but even though they look like 6 Execute, they are just one. But if I can't give you one of my shiny gold Execute, these should be close enough. We've obtained a nugget. And another nugget. In total, Marcus is gonna give you 6. Honestly, dude, if you just want to give me your shiny Execute, I would not be offended. I'll take good care of it. I can transfer it into Pokemon Bank, and then transfer it into Pokemon Home, then transfer it into my game that Execute is in. I think it's in the Paldea games, I'm not quite sure. I heard that Execute and Alola evolve with some kind of stone. But I'm afraid that nuggets don't ever evolve into big nuggets, no matter what you do. Yeah, unfortunately, nuggets cannot evolve. I love also how the Pokemon Center calls you champ as soon as you become the champion for the first time. It's a really nice little touch. We're gonna heal up our Pokemon, and then we are going to exit and head to a brand new area within Pony Island. I believe we need to fly to the Pony Breaker Coast. Oh, actually, I did not want to come to the ruins, but, you know, it is what it is. I could have flown elsewhere, but I'll just make my way back out this way. I could use for some. I could be due for some walking. We can walk. It's fine. All right, let's head back to Ancient Pony Path. That weirdo is staring at me again. And if we go up here, we will end up back in the Pony Grove. And the epic boss music is playing again, which makes me think there's more Stack-Attackas here that we can find. But I really don't need to get more Stack-Attackas, because the Ultra Recon Squad said they were good, so I'll just put up a repel, even though I think I would automatically find one anyway, to be honest. So let's just go through here. There are items we can collect, because again, this is a brand new area. We have not really explored this area all too well, since we were only really here to collect some data on Ultra Recon for the Ultra Recon Squad. X special attack right here. I really don't want to fight anybody, so I'm gonna try to avoid trainers as best I can. All right, let's go down here. Oh, the music is just epic anyway. Never mind. Oh God. Okay, it's gonna be tougher to not battle people than I thought, but we should be all right. Make our way here into the Pony Plains. Pony Grove is not that expansive, but it's still like a tight squeeze, really, when you think about it. Alright, that leads to a tree. That's where Crabrawlers can live. Just want to make sure I avoid trainers as much as I can. Oh, there is a Pokemon over there. I did not even... Goodness me, I almost ran into a Pokemon. Oh, she didn't want to fight? Okay. I mean, I'll take a non-battling trainer. We'll get a Carbos over here. Okay. Yeah, I guess she doesn't fight? That's a little weird. Either way, alright, that leads to a battle. Oh, that's a Shaking Bush with a Pokemon in it. I did not even see that. And it's a little Pettywil. Aw, Pettywil, you're so cute. I'm just gonna run from you though, because I don't really need to deal with you. I can just avoid you at all costs. Okay, so, ooh, trainer tips. There are times when you throw a Pokeball to catch a Pokemon, and it shakes just once. The more Pokemon you catch, the more likely this curious phenomenon is to occur. Since it makes it more likely you'll be able to catch your target, it's called a critical capture. Critical captures are one of the best additions they've ever had in Pokemon. Okay, so there is a backpacker there, and then if we go up here, we end up going into other areas. I cannot call upon Tauros right there. Oh, let's avoid that. Okay. Alright, so there are gonna be some items here. Alright. Go ahead. Hit this. Oh, there is a trainer fight. I don't want to fight trainers. I just want to grab items. Let me see in my notes if there are any good items that I would be missing out on. I don't believe so. I think we're okay. There is this cave right here. Nothing there. Alright. Let's just... Oh, God. Avoid that. Yes, spray repel. Let's get off Tauros. I don't need to ride Tauros anymore. Alright, if we go up this way, I believe... Oh, hang on. Alright, let's see. Pony Meadow. And it just says Pony Meadow. Alright, cool. How are you, James? I heard that you became the Alola champion. Congratulations. While you were getting stronger doing the Island Challenge, we were looking into the Z-Power Ring. It's so mysterious. To be talking about Mega Evolution here in a region so far away from Kalos. But we are trainers. Rather than explaining it all in words, why don't we just show you what Mega Evolution is? Okay, here we go. We have been challenged by Pokemon trainer Dexio. Alright. And he's gonna have 5 Pokemon. I guess he's gonna be showing us the power of Mega Evolution. His first Pokemon is going to be Espeon, level 60. Psychic type with Synchronize for the ability. With the moves, Psychic, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, and Power Swap. Since we are going to be dealing with some Psychic Pokemon, we are not staying in with Venom. We are going to switch right on out into Caffeine. Psychic is gonna hurt, though, because it is same type attack bonus, but okay, that wasn't too bad. Could have been worse. Could have been way worse. We do avoid the Psychic. Yeah, of course we're going to be slower, so I didn't really think about that. I was just kind of getting out of there because of, you know, super effective on my big dragon Ultra Beast, you know? Anyway, Venom is going to grow to level 65. And Dexio is going to be sending out his next Pokemon. And it's a Wappa. It is Metagross, level 60. Steel and Psychic type with Clear Body for the ability. With the moves, Meteor Mash, Zen Headbutt, Bullet Punch, and Brick Break. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and use Fire Fang, because we have a chance of burning it. Did not get the burn. Meteor Mash is going to hurt. Please don't take... Ooh, 1 HP, 1 HP. Thank you, Pokemon Refresh. You are a beautiful being. Okay, I've learned my lesson. I'm gonna go for, Bullet Punch, of course. I forgot. Bullet Punch is priority, so of course it's gonna use that to take out my Pokemon. Okay. I think I'll go into Elizabeth here, because I can kind of resist. Kind of. I can use Shadow Ball. Or I could use Earth Power. I probably should have used Earth Power, to be honest. Okay, that basically just tickles Elizabeth. We take those Meteor Mashes all day. Shadow Ball is enough to take out Metagross, which is great. I was a little concerned there for a second. Leftovers is going to help heal up HP on Elizabeth. And Dexio's next Pokemon is going to be Slowking, level 60, Water Psychic type with Own Tempo for the ability, with the moves Psychic, Power Gem, Ice Beam, and Flamethrower. Probably going to use Ice Beam. I mean, its name is Slowking, so I guess it makes sense that it's slow, but still, Alola Pokemon are all snails. Like, I would have not been surprised if they introduced a snail Pokemon in Alola, because of how slow these Pokemon all are, basically. There's maybe, out of the 70 new Pokemon in Alola, there's maybe like 5 that are actually pretty decently fast. Another Shadow Ball will be enough to take out Slowking, which is great. Down it goes, no risk of using Ice Beam on me anymore. Leftover is going to help heal some HP, and Dexio's next Pokemon is going to be Alolan Raichu, level 60, Electric Psychic type with Surge Surfer for the ability, with the moves Psychic, Thunderbolt, Light Screen, and Protect. So this thing can hit you like a truck, but it can also set up his other Pokemon for success. Let's see what the AI decides to do for this version of the battle. Decides it wants to set up to prevent a KO. Alright. I see you, AI. I see you. However, you did use the wrong move. You helped your special defense when I was hitting you with a physical attack, so kinda is your fault there. Alright, anyway, Dexio's last Pokemon is going to be Alakazam, level 60, Psychic type with Trace for the ability, and it is holding the Alakazite with the moves Psychic, Psyshock, Focus Blast, and Energy Ball. Ooh, it got my Levitate ability. Alakazam does outspeed, but if you recall before how I mentioned Alakazam is basically paper thin, down it goes to an X-Scissor. Not even Mega Evolution could save how paper thin Alakazam is. Nonetheless, we have defeated Pokemon Trainer Dexio. The trainer holds the Keystone. The Pokemon holds the Mega Stone. And that's how you can make your Pokemon Mega Evolve during battle. You can use the Z-Power Ring. So you must be able to use a Keystone that makes Mega Stones resonate. If you have a Keystone, you'll be able to make your Pokemon that hold a Mega Stone Mega Evolve. This is a Mega Stone that makes Alakazam Mega Evolve. It's called an Alakazite. I'll give you the Keystone and an Alakazite to you. We've obtained a Keystone, which means we can now Mega Evolve any Pokemon introduced up to this point that are capable of Mega Evolution, as well as the Alakazite. You know, when you think about it, the Z-Power Ring helps the feeling of a trainer reach their Pokemon so it can use its Z-move, right? It only follows that it should be able to achieve Mega Evolution too. We'll be taking our leave for research now. Bon voyage! And there we go. We now are in the possession of the power of Mega Evolution. Next time on Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, we continue exploring Pony Island, and we see what lies ahead in these new areas that we have to explore. Until then, thank you for watching, and I will catch you later.